Today I have a little message for companies, especially companies who want to have a cool communication out there, who want to both nail internal communication and external one. This is completely normal. I have a lot of respect for CEOs, managers of any kind, but we have to talk, really, on behalf of all employees who are fed up with this one practice. We need to talk, and tell me what you think at the end of this video, please. There is one thing that is becoming more and more important these days, and sometimes it's really well done, and this is external communication boosted by internal demands. In other words, these moments when, managers ask their teams to post things that are cool, that are really funny, on LinkedIn, especially on Instagram, Facebook, and sometimes on TikTok in a really, really bizarre way. So we have to address this, not to cut all kinds of, communication innovations. No, the idea is to address a feeling of cringe that employees are feeling. And even managers are feeling that these days. Millennials managers especially, Gen X also, but Gen X is often acting in a very, very boomer-ish way. This is completely normal, but we cannot just ask, the youngest people to post, to act like everything is cool when it's not. So my words for today are really simple. No one is perfect. I have created companies. I am creating a new company at the moment. I'm not perfect, but I'm doing my best to make my way into things that can really help people out. My goal is to have a good end result. My goal is to really help people out in the topics that I want to work in. And if you don't have this approach, if you are a toxic manager, if you don't know how to handle, interns that are actually not very skilled, but they are doing their best, you won't be liked. And consequently, people will not like to post about your company, about your, seminars, events. I don't care if you put a lot of budget into that. People are not gonna buy it, in the sense of believing in that. So if you want people from your company to post about what your company is doing, to post about your latest product or service, you have to be a real team and not write, "We are a family." We are all fed up with this. This is becoming way too cringe, so this is really my internal voice that is speaking to you, because if one day I have to work for any kind of company, I do not want to lie. I don't want to be part of this BS, really. So if I really like my managers, if I like the team, if I like, the project of the company, if the whole package speaks to me, yes, I could be willing to post, even though it's not necessarily within my tasks. The accountant doesn't need to put, posts on LinkedIn every day, especially on TikTok or whatever. You don't have to involve these people in the process if they don't want to. And my point is really about that. My point is, we have to stop faking. We have to stop taking people in pictures during events and later on post that to show there is a good atmosphere within a company, because my former boss did that. It was a nightmare, actually. If you see his website, you will see that there are so many events, so many people smiling that are no longer in the company, that had huge health problems because of the stress they had in this group. So we are not going to do all that at the price of our health, our authenticity, and so on. So this is really an honest message to all kinds of managers who want to do their best. We understand your points. We understand your goal. You're going to make it if you're doing this right. Now, to do it, like I said, you need to be not toxic. You need to be at least average to good with your team. This is essential, otherwise they will not post. They will say, "Oh, I forgot to post, the other day, the LinkedIn post, is it okay?" And they will not post it ever. And they are right. And also, there is something else you cannot, act on, not really. And this is the industry of your company. If your company is a boring software handling pays, handling, law documents. No one is gonna enjoy posting about this. Most people from your company will not want to post this every day on their personal profiles, even on their professional profiles. This is so cringe to, create funny moments, funny videos on TikTok that maybe will never be erased. And they have to be linked to that, maybe all their business life forever. I don't know, this is so cringe. So I hope you get my points. This is a really unwanted video. I didn't want to do that. It is really touching a cringe topic no one is talking about, but I had to do that because if one day I have to join a company as an employee, you will not make me do all this BS, or it will be obvious on my face that I don't buy that. If you're toxic, you're toxic. I'm not gonna be fully present in this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me if it speaks to you. But again, I'm not being mean towards anyone. I'm really being honest so everyone can do better and so employees can be free and can love to post about your company. Trust me. Also, I forgot to say something. I remember in the first HR company that I joined that there was a woman we called the law book. Anytime we had a question to ask her, she was like, "Please read on the law book. It's written page 36. She was never answering like a human. She was a real law robot. And I have a lot of respect for lawyers, for anyone actually, but this person acted like a robot intentionally, not to interact on a human level with employees. And anytime we had, an event in the company, or anytime we had to repost something to show the company is alive, it's going well, we are a family, we have a baby foot, she was the first one to say, "Please everyone," and she highlighted this, in the messages. "Everyone, you have to post this on LinkedIn, on your personal Facebook. Please put it everywhere you possibly can. This is important. We are doing well here. Ha ha ha. Have a nice weekend. Thank you." Well, listen, we never did that. Almost never. It was not part of our contract. We didn't have to do that. This person was really bizarre, and you cannot force these kinds of interaction. Because posting is not just making more ads to your company. No, this is really interacting with our audience. May it be 10 people, hundreds of people, or more if we are influencers and employees. But we don't have to do that if you are not genuine with us. So I hope this little video will talk to many people and will not hurt anyone. This is not my point, but things need to be said on behalf, again, of all employees who cannot stand it anymore. And just know that if you apply good practices you see on my channel, may you be a manager or an employee, I think you will really level up. And there is no judgment whatsoever here. It's just for the better. So see you soon for another video and tell me what you think about this.